Hey guys, welcome back to Craft Productions. And today we're going to be doing a video about how Yoda almost died in the Clone Wars. So today this book is called Yoda's Secret War. It's a Marvel production. It's a book, official Star Wars. So here it starts off with the Imperials, because apparently C-3PO is captured, and they're trying to get some information out of him. However, Luke wants to go back for him, and it looks like they are going to go back to him. But then Luke finds Ben Kenobi, Obi-Wan Kenobi's old journal, and he starts reading it. And then here we see that Yoda comes to a planet for a Force sensitive. So he comes and he basically outwits everyone. He takes a kid, comes back to a planet with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and he puts it there. So then Yoda's off to our planet. He goes to it. Doesn't look very big, civilized. And then here we have Yoda getting out of his thing. And then we see he says he's come for some Force-sensitive children. Next, these children, they start throwing spheres at him, and you'll learn a little bit later in this comic what those blue stones actually are. So right here it says the sphere is alive, but Yoda senses it is the Force, and how the stone has a deep connection to the Force. So then he uses it, and he sort of plays around with it with the arrows for a little bit. And then some of those kids believe he is basically part of a prophecy, and that he can help destroy an enemy tribe that's been with war with them for years and years. So right here, Yoda comes to this stone, and he senses it's probably more powerful than him. And then he sees people talking about this blue mountain, which is an entire mountain that's alive. You'll find out a bit later what that means. So people came for the stone, and they basically stripped it away from the mountain. And here we have people fighting. And then Yoda doesn't want anyone to fight. No one gets hurt. He could just get the stone. So right here, he has a bit more troubles, and the people actually manage to capture him. So it looks a little bit confusing, but what's happening here is that they're using the stone to basically take away his Force power. So this is Yoda's weakest moment. They almost killed him right there, and he would have died, but he was sent to go up to the Blue Mountain and find his heart because the people were too scared. So right here, you see him go into the monster, and he feels something. He feels that it's alive, and he feels like everything in it. And then he meets this kid, which should be important, a little bit odd, and his name is Kero, if I pronounced that right. And what he does is he teaches this Yoda about these stones and how to feel it breathing. And he makes the kid his master temporarily. So then Yoda goes down a bit further and finds his heart. He realizes it's a living being. And now he connects with it. He realizes it is a living mountain, and everything around him is living, but it's just waiting to be waken up, which we see right here. The mountain gets up, you can hear it stomping, and then it starts talking to Yoda. Yoda basically says, "Don't underestimate me." And then we have Luke going to that system where the story was taking place. And we see he has landed, and we see that the monster has died. So the living mountain has actually died. So Luke says, "No, this can't be how it ended." and he sees this person, which I'm going to say right here. He says, "My name is Garo, the last of the Rawhawkers," which is a tribe. And that's the exact same person that taught Yoda about it. So right here, they like argue, and he says he wants to kill him because he's one of the last. There's only a couple of these beings left. So we're back to Yoda's perspective. He's holding the living mountain up, and he's feeling the stone. He can feel everything with it. He basically just connects with it. And then he has these children connect with it too. And all these monsters, these living mountains, I should say, come up from the ground. And then Yoda basically he connects with him. So right here we have Garo, the kid who is in there. Right now he's here. He's trying to kill Luke. And then Luke sort of just backs off from him and goes back to Yoda's perspective. So they try to kill Yoda, but then he uses the Force, and he says he doesn't want anyone else to die. So then right here, we have him facing giant beasts again. Because this person, he said, like, he did everything wrong. Like, he wasn't able to help. And then right here, Luke is sort of deflecting some spheres things. And Garo, he goes up to the dead mountain, and he says, "For Yoda." And he disappears into the rock, and then all of a sudden, it comes back to life. So then it goes back to Yoda's perspective, and the Jedi Master returned to the world he knew. He vowed to keep the secrets of the world he was leaving, and it did for many, many years. So the children, they sort of just said that the grown-ups, the adults, came back. Right here, we go back to Luke. Luke goes, "Let's go find the heart of the mountain," he says, and keep pumping again. And then he goes back to present day Yoda at the same time where Luke was. He says, "Yes, soon ready he will be, as ready as he will ever be. Find me then, he will. Here waiting I will be." And that is the end of our video for today. So I hope you enjoyed this comic in my perspective on how Yoda almost died and his journeys on this mystery planet that was pretty important to him and Luke, and just how the Force lived. And it really impacted his knowledge with the Force, knowing that such powerful beings could live like that. So like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely remember to smash the like button with your head, with your tongue, with your toes, and I'll see you next time on Crafted Productions. Bye.